guys, we are back in criminal case for dead girl rolling. Sorry. Let's unlock chapter 3. I'm telling you, it is all a lie. I wasted days following Susie around and all for nothing. Wait, Becky, calm down, please. What a lie. What happened to you? Stalker award? It doesn't exist. Someone lied to me. I'll never become famous. I'll be right back. I need to go rant on my friend at account. Is it gonna agree? We should have a chat with Becky when she calmed down a little. This whole thing sounds very suspicious, and so does Becky. Is there anything else we could do in the meantime to find new leads on Susie's murder? Good idea. We know that Susie off the train at the plaza. Let's go and have another look there, Inspector Katarina. Alright. Oh, you again. Alright, now let's first go to the crime scene to gather clues. Alright, here we go. Sports pack. There you are. Pain. No, that's not that box. I thought I needed this box, but this one. Okay, dog, helmet, and plant. We gathered every clue we have here. Now we've had everything we need. Look at this box you found containing instruments, juggling balls. Do you think they belong to Lenny? Alright, let's have a look through this box. Alright. Alright, first let's do this box before we go talk to Becky again. Okay, here we go. Alright, torn letter. I wonder what this torn paper is doing among these performing pros, but I'm sure they'll piece it back together in no time if we could, I'm gonna piece it back together because I first do clues and then I go talk to the suspects, people. Alright, so let's piece it back together. Here we go. Come on, this is not too hard. Come on, move it! Oh, just in time, 9. Oh dear, that already we found in the proof box was from Raymond to Susie and it says rather dead than being apart. I thought it was just a little wacky, but I don't know why he's insane, Inspector Katarina. He said he never really talked to Susie, and yet he was clearly madly in love with her. We really need to go talk to him again. I'm sorry, of course he was, but I hope it doesn't misfire at us. I hope so. Alright, now let's first talk to Becky. Alright, Becky, are you feeling calmer now? Can you explain to Inspector Katarina exactly what happened to your website? Well, you know I'd been following Susie around for days, working on my entry for the Stalker Award, but when I tried to submit the final version of my work, I couldn't. The organization's website went offline, like it never existed. I tried to track down other contestants to see if they even knew anything, but there weren't any. But how did you first hear about this organization? They contacted me unfriended. They promised me an international audience if I wrote about Susie, and now they disappeared. Becky, Inspector Katarina is right. Now that the website has disappeared, how do we know you're telling the truth? Do you have any proof to back this up? I saved all the info I have about the award in this USB key. It's just a big mass of data I got with a rush, but it's real, I swear. Natalia, do you think we will trust Becky? She was so eager for her blog to be a hit. Could you have killed Susie just to have a more thrilling story to write? You're right. On the other hand, if she's being honest, then it means someone used her to spy on our victim. Let's give this USB key to Hannah to see if it sheds some light on Becky's intentions at this mysterious organization. Alright. Nine hours. Alright, now let's talk to Lenny. Please don't spitfire on us. Susie was the love of my life, so what if I only talk to her once? True passion doesn't need words. True passion is a fire that burns. But did Susie know about your strong feelings for her? No, I was happy to write letters to her, which I never sent. My therapist says it's okay to do that, better than following people around. Maybe we would benefit from some time off work, Lenny. Performance art seems to be a stressful occupation. Oh, I'm fine, really. I just do a bit of yoga when I'm losing it, which is nearly every day, so I'm in great shape. Ha 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 ha. I have to see that other derby girl doing yoga too, the small angry one with the white hair. I can hear her greet her teeth from across the plaza. Okay, you two are suspicious. Alright, now we gotta wait for the USB key to finish, so see you in a little bit. Alright guys, we are back on criminal case 4, Dead Girl Rolling, so let's get results from the USB key. Anthony, I have good news about Becky's USB key. I've identified the person who contacted her on FredNet. Oh, so Becky didn't make everything up after all. Someone really did use her to spy on Susie. Who is it, Hannah? Our woman warrior, Miss Bickley. I knew it is gonna be her. Whatever she was up to, I can't help admiring her for making a fool of that Becky Walden. That was brilliant. Miss Bickley, why did she have her own daughter-in-law followed? She's in Iraq. She has some explaining to do. Alright. Let's talk to Barbara. Miss Bickley, you said you were very close to your daughter-in-law, but we discovered you hired a social blogger Becky Walden to spy on her. Why did you do it? Because Susie wouldn't drop that shameful roller derby thing. Bah, it was my fault. I encouraged her to take up sports. Sports builds characters. I do my yoga exercise several times a week. But I don't approve of scantily dressed women beating up each other in front of drowning men. That's not girl power. That's disgusting. I didn't want Susie to turn into a flapper. Oh, I should have just taught her how to play the guitar instead. I taught classical guitar before I retired. We could have played some lovely tunes together. But Miss Bickley, what exactly did you think you'd find out about Susie by having her followed? Since you exist, I was afraid she was cheating on my Howard. I mean, have you looked at him? He's a lump, and Susie was blossoming into such a fine woman. But a lump or not, he's my son, and she was his wife. I just wanted to make sure she wouldn't do anything she'd regret. Okay, and that woman is suspicious. Later at the station. Inspector Trina, I feel like this investigation is a tangle of lies and odd behavior, but how do we untangle the threads to get to Susie's killer? Go back to the murder scene? Funny you should say that. I bumped into Russell and he said that murderers often return to the scene of the crime. We are lucky Susie's killer did the same thing. Let's go back to the skating rink. I'm right behind you, alright? Okay, new and the last crime scene. Oh, I have an energy story. Let's investigate storage shelves, shall we? Alright, what do we have here? Guitar pick, where's that? Oh, that. Crush the bottle, where's that? Come on. Oh, there you are. And crushed. What happened? Pushpin, where's that? Pushpin. Oh, there you are. Earphones. And chain. Come on, chain. Why someone flattened this bottle he found in the shelves. To hide better, perhaps? There's some faded text on the surface. Can you reconstruct what it says? And is this a guitar pick? Hey, we already know the killer plays the guitar. This must belong to them. And what's this dark stain in the middle? We must collect a sample. It's a fresh lead to our killer. And what about the bottle? Is that a bottle from she drank? This juice? And diet. Whatever, let's do this. Come on. Susie Bickley. I knew the body found here in the skating ring was a red hot clue. It belonged to Susie. This was the bottle she drank from before the match, the bottle that contained the poisonous energy drink. I'm sorry, Inspector Katerina, I'll stop yelling now. I'm just excited because we are so close. But let's send this bottle to Jan at once and see what else he can tell us about it. Alright. 15 hours. Oh, come on. Okay, now let's do this guitar pick. Alright, here you go. Just in time, 9. Great job, Secretary. We collected a tiny drop of dark substance from the guitar pick he found near the murder scene. Oh, I feel like everything is falling into place, don't you? I hope Jan can tell us what exactly this substance is. Whatever. 9 hours. Alright, we are so close to catching the killer. Alright, we gotta wait for the victim's bloody and brown substance to finish. So see you in a little bit. Alright guys, we are finally back on criminal case for that girl rolling. Finally. Wait. This case is taking too long, so let's get the results from victim's bottle. But yeah, it is suspected I found traces of rocket gun in Susie's bottle. Exactly as Otis said after the autopsy. What about the damage on the bottle itself? Inspector says time is of the essence now, so every little bit of info makes a difference. Well, I have good news. On the way the bottle is dented, I was able to knock up a model to reconstruct the angle and force used to flatten the bottle. For that, it only took a simple mathematical regression to deduct the weight of the killer. You're looking for a person who weighs 132 labasa. Inspector Katerina, alright. Alright, now let's get results from brown substance. I got good news, Katerina. I've identified the substance you found on the killer's guitar pick. What is it? It's a mixture of secondary amines, some pigment, in layman's terms, brown hair dye. So Susie here has brown hair. Great, I'll write it down for you, Inspector Katerina. We'll get our killer any minute now. I can feel it. Yeah. And I think we now have enough evidence to arrest Susie's killer. Let's go bust their chops, as Frank would say. Alright. Let's finally arrest that asshole. Come on, let's be dramatic as always. You don't have brown hair. Nope. It was you. Nope. No. So it was you, Barbara. Ding, 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 ding. Guilty. Barbara Bickley, Secretary is arresting you for the murder of your daughter-in-law, Susie. I'm a bit confused. You seem so upright. It was a very hard decision to kill Susie. I wish it hadn't come to that, but I had no choice. A woman sometimes has to make difficult decisions in life. Difficult decisions? You said you saw yourself in Susie. You were her friend, her confidant, and her mentor. Exactly, I was. Until Ronald Derby changed her. Suddenly she had no use for my advice. She made you friends. She kept you company. When I found out from Becky Walden that Susie was flirting with that freak, I knew she'd gone too far. I had to act fast. So you poisoned her? You even wrote a little note, tricking her into drinking that awful energy drink. Miss Bickley, Susie trusted you. And she betrayed my trust. She was going to leave her husband, I'm sure of it. This is how she repays me for welcoming her as a daughter, by cheating on my son. Not only that, but Howard was also changing, getting unnaturally interested in those other Derby girls, drooling over them. I raised him better than that. This was all because of Susie. I knew what I had to do then, and I thought dying during a Derby match would be a fitting end for Susie, and a warning for Howard to stay away from those Derby girls. Mr. Katerina, I know you understand how hard it is to be a mentor to a young woman. Let's just hope you'll success with Miss Young where I failed with Susie. In the meantime, Miss Vicky, you're under arrest. Thanks to Mr. Katerina. Off to custody with you. You're under arrest. You have the right to raise energy, second abuse against the court of law. families. Killing off your wealthy uncle for the inheritance is one thing, but murdering your daughter-in-law because she took up roller derby, what was that all about, Mrs. Bigley? I feared she was going to leave Howie, and a mother's first duty is to her child. But having raised a mama's boy is not a mitigating circumstance, Mrs. Bigley. Furthermore, the prosecution says that you did a very sloppy job covering your traces. You lost personal effects all over the crime scene, a charm, a guitar pick, and your research notes on the energy drink. What a mess, Mrs. Bigley. Well, tidying up is not my strong suit, Your Honor. That's not a mitigating circumstance either. You're sentenced to 35 years in jail. Maybe you could use the time to write a sequel to The Woman Warrior. All rise. Inspector, you solved this case brilliantly. I'm learning so much from you. A good mentor really is invaluable. Provided they don't kill you once you gain some confidence. Apparently that's a risk factor in any training situation. But I wouldn't worry about that. Usher is only a danger to criminals, but harmless to colleagues. Now, how about a nice cup of tea? Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing in additional investigation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.